These goats love their breakfast. It's so funny and sweet and sad all at once how sweet little Chaos here has been looking over her shoulder looking for Kitty. Chaos was pretty well bonded to Kitty, and I was tempted to put her in with the babies, but it would be too crowded for them. So she's got Coco, so that's good. But I was actually wanting to talk about Fancy. Has a supposed due date of April 27th because I watched her heat cycle and I bred her when I wanted her to be bred to a very nice buck. But due to her huge size, I am starting to second guess that we may have had an accidental breeding much earlier. That or she's having triplets or quads. So this will be interesting. I am actually checking her ligaments and watching her just in case it was an accidental breeding. Those do happen. There are times when the fence is not as secure as it should be. We did have a situation about 5 months ago, which is how long it takes for goats to have a baby, where our fence didn't have the right grounding. And I didn't realize it until after the fence was down and they were all together. Now, at the time, I wasn't aware of her being in heat or seeing any activity that made me feel that way. And she has had heat cycles, or what looked like heat cycles, ever since. So, up until when I bred her to the specific buck that I chose. So, we'll see. This is another part of the guessing game of goats. Woo-wee, we sure have our fill of them, don't we? Forever keeping us on our toes. So I realized that I hadn't given you an update on our new Morans chicks in quite some time. We've been so focused on these goats having babies that it's been the focus of most of my videos lately. But I just wanted to show these sweet little chicks are already getting feathers. They're getting bigger and bigger every day. I just put down new bedding, so they're happy. They got breakfast and bedding, and I'm going to go change out their water. And so far I can't tell if we have hens or roos, but I'm praying and hoping for hens. We already have a really great Morans rooster, so hoping for some hens to go with him. They sure are cute. I just want to point out that one of the great reasons for being hands-on during birthing and right after birth is this right here. These baby goats are coming right to me. I just went and sat down in the corner, and all 3 of them are running up to me because I was here, and they bonded with me as well as their mama, which is great for a family herd situation. And it's really good. I mean, I guess, you know, for a big herd, it would be really great if you were able to. I know there's a lot of goats in big herds, so it might be harder, but if you were able to, it would be great because administering medicine or vet care when needed would be really an important thing. This one just lay down under my leg. Little Cream, you're just sweet, baby. You're just sweet. And Cookie, just laying here. And Peanut and Cookie are doing fantastic. I no longer have to put Cookie on Peanut. Oh, don't step on the baby. Watch out. Peanut knows this is her baby now. And she is very loving and tolerant. She's not as affectionate as, like, Kitty is. Kitty's super affectionate and always looking on her baby. But Peanut knows this is her baby now. And will walk around with her in the stall. I mean him. And totally nursing with no problem. Cleaning bums even. Although right now she needs to be cleaning. They're, some of them are good at cleaning and some of them aren't. Kind of like what Bree was talking about over on the Art and Bree channel, if you follow them as well. You know, all the mamas are different. That's something her and I have talked about a lot. Is they're all different. yeah. Alright, I've got everybody their breakfast and they're all happy and comfy and cozy, so I'm going to head on to my next task. Welcome to Wholesome Roots Farmstead. We've had an exciting couple of days with new baby goats and everything, so we're trying to get back into our regular routine now. And today I am going to mix up a herbal dewormer for our goats that just gave birth. So I am going to use the stronger of the two herbal dewormers we buy. I usually get my dewormer from Molly's Herbal, and Formula 1 is the stronger of the two. It ensures that we get rid of any worms that may have exploded in population size because of the stress of delivery and labor. So I'm going to mix that up with some kombucha, and I'm going to add some more Nutri-Drench to that as well to make sure that they get an extra boost. Mama's bodies are very stressed after birth. It's very good to pay close attention to what their bodies need. And like a lot of people put molasses. Well, there's molasses in here, so that and other stuff. So calcium, selenium, vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, and all that good stuff. So it's gonna help give them a really good boost and help them feel better. Alright, and I just go back as far as I can. Try not to do it all at once, but the syringe is being sticky. And there you go! It kept clogging up as I was trying to administer their dewormer, so I poured it on their food. And hopefully they'll all get enough. And that's the beauty of herbal dewormers, is I can do this again tomorrow. So there's no danger of me attempting it again. In fact, when you use the herbal dewormer for intense deworming, you should use it 3 days in a row. So we'll be doing it again tomorrow, and I'm going to try to see if I can modify the syringe to get the hole to be bigger so that the herbs don't clog it anymore. The joys of Homestead. You're always facing one challenge or another that you have to overcome. And Ryan and I are really good about that. We figure out ways around things and get it to work for us. You guys should always know that you can too. If what I do doesn't work for you, try something else. If what you read online doesn't work for you, try something else. Just keep trying until you get it right. Something that is important to keep on hand in case of emergencies is colostrum. If you have the opportunity to milk some of the colostrum out of your new goat mother, in the first 3 days they produce nothing but colostrum. So if you can milk it out and store it somehow and have it for an emergency, that's a really good thing to have. So we milked out a little bit out of Kitty because her baby was only nursing on one side at the time, and we milked a little bit out of Rocky because she just was over full and too tight for the baby to be able to latch on easily and not get mastitis. So we are going to store that colostrum because nobody needs it right now. The best way that we can store it is freezing. So we are actually using breast milk bags made for humans. So again, using what we have to make it work, and we will put the milk in there. We'll do 2-ounce bags. That way it's in good size servings in case we did have an emergency at some other point with another kid that needed colostrum for whatever reason. So these breast milk storage bags are really cool because they're freezer safe and everything, and they also have these labels that I can fill out with the date and the volume, and I'm going to put the name of the goat that they came from just because I've got a spot I can do that. Very cool. We have some beautiful biodiversity happening right in our vegetable garden, and great pollinator source. Our broccoli is blooming, and the henbit behind it, the purple flowers, is blooming as well. And all the little chickweed blooms in between as well. Some people discourage weeds. Most people. But we like to find a peaceful balance. This may not be the best balance. We might have a whole lot more weeds than we do vegetables in some spots. But it is working just fine for us. Looks like we have some collards to harvest. And our cabbage heads are looking pretty big. And we still have kale. It's lovely. I love this dinosaur kale. It's yummy. But I'm just really appreciating all these flowers, even if they are from a weed. It's an edible weed. We don't really eat it, but the bees love it, so that's good.